Yeah, but I don't believe you because every chick I've ever known who's a hooker who travels will tell me that they make way more money at the Republican conventions than at the Democratic ones.
Sure.
Really?
All my gay friends who sell ass tell me the same shit. They're like, dude, we make way more money going to the Republican ones.
That doesn't contradict what I'm saying.
Because the Democrats kill them, man.
The conservatives pretend that they're not freaky, that they don't fuck around, but they're the ones that do the worst fucking around.
Maybe, but what my contention was that I love my marriage, I love my wife.
Right.
That's what you guys all say. That's my
You're
point.
making me sound like this born-again Christian that has never thought of infidelity. Of course, it's always looming in my mind. If some fat Italian grandmother hands me some cookies.
I was just saying that if you do cheat, it's freaky, and I wouldn't be shocked if you didn't, and you're lying out of your ass.
Liberals
That's all
aren't
I'm fucking
freaky?
saying.
What the fuck? They don't even have word. They're like,
Weinstein
I wanna
crying
suck
for a
my
fucking-
toes.
No.
Liberals
They're not.
aren't freaky.
Crying that he wanted some girl.
Not as freaky as conservative. When
Oh,
it comes
come
to
on.
fucking-
Vice magazine, my old alma mater, just had a big article on cum cocktails. You think conservatives are coming up with cum cocktails?
Yes.
Wow.
I think that you guys
That is
thought of it first,
malarkey.
gave it to a hooker, and then she said it to her.
Salon is defending pedophilia as a lifestyle choice. The liberals do come up with some crazy fucking things to try to mainstream
I think maybe
into society.
conservative closeted gays are like, can I eat a popsicle out of your ass? I've been hiding my homosexuality for
Yes,
a year.
that's the shit I'm talking about.
Sounds wonderful.
On culture. They're like, it's popsicle asshole night.
You would think so, but it's not based on.
It is!
Based on all the
What
shit.
night is popsicle?
Go to the gay pride parade. It's a fucking cum
Well, yeah,
bucket
but
on
yeah,
wheels.
that's its own.
Don't try to
little
sell
fucking
it now.
world, dude, right? That's its own
That's
little world.
wonderful.
That was the name of my plantation.
What am I, a cum bucket on wheels?
Portable trans.
What was
Really
the
make me want to
tractor?
go to this place. Wow, come bucket on wheels.
Bucket on
You
wheels?
set your foot on cum bucket on wheels. Set your mind to working.
Mobile plantation.
I have to
Never know
say,
where we're gonna
no
pop
matter
up.
how inwardly and covertly freaky the right and religious and all these other people might be, the left is completely open and insane with some of their
Yes.
what they think is normal. Giving an 8-year-old hormone treatment because they
Agreed.
think one day that they want to be a girl, and then the parents just start injecting them and cutting shit off. That's a little fucked up, but that's a way left-wing thing to do.
Yes.
Yeah.
Of 5-year-olds at the Women's March with signs that says, "My pussy grabs back."
Hey,
I don't want to.
Gavin, they
You know what?
do.
You gotta
Let me
get-
just.
Yeah, they do, and you
I
know
assure
what? You
you
gotta
that-
teach your daughter at 5. This is how you defend yourself. When, if not at 5?
I couldn't
It's
imagine.
At a good age.
I couldn't imagine like having.
Do you?
Of course, I got 2 of them. And I was I was sexually abused as a kid by a priest. That's not.
Oh my God!
That's some real
Where?
fucking shit.
In the ass.
Yeah.
I'm not denying it. I just want more details.
No, I don't want to go there, man.
Oh
I don't want
Jesus!
to go there.
Where? What state?
It was in another country.
Oh, Mexico.
Oh, okay.
Honduras.
Honduras.
That's where
What's the
you,
age of consent in Honduras? I bet it's like 12.
Really? That's the question you're going to ask? Really?
was a
Was
Latino
it
thing.
legal over there? No, motherfucker, it wasn't
in
legal.
Honduras, it's called prom
The
night.
age of consent in Mexico is 12.
In Mexico?
Yeah, I think it's 12.
I don't think so. I think it's 16.
Look it up.
It might be 15.
No, it's fucking 12.
Is it 12?
Wow.
I think it's 15 because a quinceañera is like an entrance into womanhood, and that's like the predominant thing there. So
Is that like a bat mitzvah for Mexicans?
it's yeah, kind of
Launching into.
It's like a sweet.
Garrett's nodding his head. Is
Yeah.
it 12?
It's 12.
12. There we go.
I don't know what it is in Honduras,
Culture.
That's what some
but I was 10.
It's 15 in Honduras.
So you were
It's
a little
15 in
below the
Honduras.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
12.
They got me.
The language is weird.
Jesus got me
It's sex with
before.
something.
You know.
If Trump builds that wall, I want a few holes drilled in it.
Oh, that's what
It's
Trump
don't have to be
12,
that big. They don't
no,
have
they
to
could
be
be
that
very
big.
close to the
The
ground.
holes could be really small.
Doggy door.
The adults are
Oh
like,
my
I
God.
can get through.
Just push
I could
a few gummy bears through it first.
You draw little Skittles and just to follow across.
Yeah, toss them over that wall. What are you
I
doing?
think what comedian just stole the story about getting fucked by a priest from?
Oh,
Oh, Hopefully he was a Mexican comedian.
Yeah. Kelsey Grammer, but he.
God
Stand
damn.
up.
Jesus.
What do you? I gotta ask you. What do you think about Trump as president? Are you crazy against him?
No, I'm not against him. I just think he says he's the president that in my time says the dumbest shit. He makes it hard for me not to fuck with him.
Yeah, well,
really
everyone
does.
fucks with him.
No, but
I think
he
even
makes-
people that like him can fuck with him. Like I was watching his interview. Fucking Hannity got a crazy long interview with him last night. I was watching it. It was
anything
very candid and everything. Yeah, he says some dumb shit. He sounds like he's saying dumb shit a lot of times. But you kind of gotta, I don't know.
It's New York.
Yeah, it is more of a New
you know
York
what?
thing.
I could shoot someone in the middle of 57th Street. No one would do anything.
No one would do
That's how
anything.
we talk here.
Like, that's not the typical. I think
what
we're
you're
so
saying,
used to
but
being
that's-
bullshit to by professional politicians that we don't know what to do when somebody goes, hey, that son of a bitch should stand up. We go like, oh, that's not a politician.
You know something
Good.
stupid he never said is, "Can I fuck you with a cigar?"
Yeah, how about that one?
Yeah, but you know what?
You just sort of
He just did it.
entered.
Yeah.
So many other. Like if he got caught fucking around, I wouldn't give a shit. That doesn't bother me. He complains about an election he fucking won. That bothers me.
No, everybody keeps bringing it up.
Bitching about like you're the fucking president.
Hillary's going around on the fucking crybaby tour, though.
course
He
she is.
addresses that.
But she's not the president. She's just some fucking.
I kinda like that he
whore who
addresses it,
tried
though.
anything.
Carlos, I think Carlos has a point here. I feel like as a righty, we were gloating. I mean, I went to Times Square. I had a ceremony. Of
course.
A winning
Yes.
ceremony where I mourned the excess guy that dies of winning AIDS.
Winning AIDS. Too much winning would kill you.
Yeah, we were saying that. We had candles and shit. We were gloating. And then we started defending ourselves. And it has been like 6 months of constantly going, no, but we're not Nazis. And not. I think we need to get back to gloating.
Go ahead and gloat.
Yeah.
Dicks.
He does listen.
And enjoying ourselves.
That's what the Paul Lynde.
Been too
if you got the
apologetic
answer
about
with
this
Paul
winning.
Lynde,
It is, but they,
you won AIDS.
You won.
I don't know, I guess I'm just different.
Where are my poppers?
he hasn't said shit about after any aftermath of Houston. Hasn't said shit about any aftermath in Florida, but he tells Puerto Ricans that he's going to take aid away from them real soon. When right now people are literally dying because
Isn't
there's not
aid just
electricity.
pouring in? I think aid is pouring in.
That's
and,
AIDS.
And the AIDS,
AIDS
AIDS
might be
is
pouring in.
pouring in.
AIDS is pouring in.
They're not too far from Brazil, so Brazil
Singular.
just said send it over there.
But I think a lot of corruption happening in Puerto Rico is keeping people from getting what's being sent there. I think there's no
Maybe that's the
infrastructure.
case. Maybe that's the case.
Puerto Rico. This is how you help
when
Puerto
you're
Rico.
the president of the
Shit
United
away.
States, and
Shit away.
your only thing to Hispanics is Mexicans are rapists and killers.
No, he said
Right. Mexicans that are
Not all
no, he said out of the illegals that are crossing the border, they're not all good people. We're getting rapists, murderers, some are really good people.
Yeah,
but
some are really
he
good
didn't
people.
say, but it's been bastardized
I
into
get it.
Mexicans are rapists and murderers.
As a fact, he's the only guy who ever
that.
said those guys have something
out
to do.
America's Most
if that's
Wanted
the case,
in LA.
If that's the case, then why doesn't he say white people are the same? Because some white people are rapists and killers.
But he's
It's called disproportional.
it's not disproportional.
80% of the girls crossing the border get raped. That's a disproportionate
Yeah,
number.
80%.
80%.
20% are left unsatisfied.
Wait a minute, you want political bullshit or paper towels?
You're thinking,
Yeah.
you're thinking,
There you
I'm
go.
Facts in you.
You're thinking I'm a liberal. I'm not. It's
I don't care.
I'm a
The fact
numbers
is
guy. I'm a
that the
numbers
girls
guy.
who cross the border get raped to the point where they just accept that they're going to get raped as they cross the border, so they take contraception. And they
Well,
go,
listen,
I'm going to get
I
raped.
have family members that have come here that are women, and none of them got raped illegally.
They came on United plane, right?
That does.
terrible.
You're telling me that 80% of them, and I'm.
How can we get it to 100%?
I'm in the 20%
You need
margin.
to-
I wasn't looking for
Or Carlos's
got
family
them.
isn't getting raped. This is terrible. We got to get those
come
numbers up.
illegally. They came over on Soul Plane.
Like, maybe, like I feel bad that my family's not getting raped now. Because,
Yeah, what the fuck?
like I'm gonna like some
He
of them
said a wildly disproportionate number get raped.
We're
and
going to
he's
help
correct.
you to get your family raped.
And the raping of an intern.
he
Meanwhile,
doesn't.
Hispanic
Mimi Beardsley.
Yes,
You should be more wary of these Hispanics.
I am
They're
wary
dangerous.
of them, but I'm not dangerous of my dude. I know way more illegal aliens than you do, and I'm telling you, disproportionately, according to the numbers, they actually have less crime.
Might not no more.
No, that's
Might not more. He's got a
horseshit.
big lawn.
Well, see, here's the problem.
Illegal aliens, first of all, have a 100% crime rate.
I know
They're
that
here illegally.
You're talking about sanctuary cities have
100% of them.
than Detroit and Chicago, and that's because they're in rural areas. So of course they have lower crime.
No, that's not what I'm
They
saying.
still have drunk driving out the fucking wazoo.
Gavin might know more.
Everybody has drunk driving.
Oh
out
yeah,
the
but we're
wazoo.
not talking about the crime itself. We're talking about the
We get in here, right?
numbers.
Yeah.
Disproportionate number of drunk driving in sanctuary cities.
Disproportionate numbers of blacks and Latinos.
We're trying to double Dutch here, for the love of Jesus.
Talking about. Listen, according to stats,
I go?
Latinos, blacks, and whites commit the same amount of crimes and do the same
Won't be long
amount of
now.
drugs, but you guys get arrested
bullshit.
way less than we
That's
do.
bullshit.
Have you ever sold coke? I did. Oh. I sold cocaine in the hood, and I sold it.
I'm selling
in
You guys know each other,
now.
Artie?
You're stealing more of my
way
shit.
more fucking drugs in white neighborhoods that they do in the hood.
That is
But they get
total and
arrested
utter bullshit.
in the hood way more.
Carlos,
Yes, they do.
That's not true. And we
Yes,
discovered that was.
I was a drug dealer.
I know that's
Oh,
anecdotal
shit.
evidence.
It took 5 cops to get him.
That's your
to-
I
personal.
think we got him on tape. I think we got him on tape.
this-
All right, move in, move in.
Oh shit! Am I breaking into somebody's house right
Where's
there?
Ice?
I am very familiar with what you're talking about, and we discovered that the black people in those studies were lying, and we plucked their
shit.
hair, and we checked the origin of the actual follicles of the hair, and realized, oh, actually, you're doing a lot more drugs than you say you're doing.
Oh.
That's why.
Lieb,
it
what do you
seems
think about that?
Like whites do more drugs.
Lieb doesn't have any hair. You're lying now.
That is based on lying.
These two don't have a morning show.
I know. What the
You're
fuck,
talking about
right?
being a drug dealer. That's irrelevant.
It is not irrelevant.
It's your own personal experience.
Gentlemen, Mencia and McInnes in the morning.
I'm turning into Jerry
Tune in to
Seinfeld.
Mencia and McInnes in the morning.
Anecdotal evidence.
It is you yelling
Why
that
are
out.
people
You
talking
yelling
about
that- you yelling-
one person deals drugs and think they know the whole
You
country?
yelling that out is like him yelling out, I interned at a law firm.
What I'm saying is, listen, I've lived in the hood, and here's a problem in the hood.
care.
In the hood, we did drugs outside.
That's a Lopez joke. I lived in the hood.
I lived in the hood when I was in Kentucky for a few years.
You lived in the hood of a Chrysler.
I'm not circumcised. My whole life is
under
in the
a hood.
I'm not circumcised either. We agree on one thing.
Oh, there you go.
Motherfucker.
Couple of unclipped people. Can we all just get along with a
I
penis?
can't say this enough.
Yes.
If you're getting a blowjob or you're fucking and you're trying to not come,
Yes.
Kevin Spacey, imagine his head floating above the bed. I
Yeah.
tell this to all guys with foreskins.
Don't tell it to your
It
kid.
buys you
In a
like
second.
2 minutes.
Why?
I don't know why. I don't have no opinions about the guy. I don't feel strongly against him or for him. But when you imagine Kevin Spacey just going,
Just staring at
and
you?
you look up and you see his face, it buys you 120 seconds.
A little more time to...
Brings me back to Little League.
I've had dudes with foreskins
Told you, conservatives are weird as fuck.
come
Where
up
does
to
that
me and
come
go,
from?
dude, thank you for that
Where
tip.
does that come from?
Some people think of their grandma. That's a little weird, too.
Yeah, Kevin
that. That's
Spacey,
Yeah.
an in the closet gay guy.
Problem is when
You're
you
thinking
see
of an in the
when you
closet
see your
gay
grandmother
guy.
the next time, you're attracted to her.
Oh, then you're
I used
fucked
to imagine
up.
my
But
dad
yeah,
naked being
Yeah.
attacked by dogs, and then I'd see my dad with his shirt off and be like, "Hello."
When you have too much education, Carlos, you start thinking of this shit.
That's what happens.
You still have the Pythagorean theorem.
That's what happens. A squared plus B squared will always equal C squared.
I think-
figure out the sides of a right triangle. Okay.
I think you just got to rip out pretty quick and go down on her.
That's a great tip.
And then you get back to the action. It makes it seem like, hey, I'm just trying to help you out here. And meanwhile, it takes your dick out of the action for a little while.
The problem is though,
Yeah, yeah.
I get so horny when
Or
I'm
you
eating
rub
her out.
cocaine on the head of
When
your
I
dick to
come
numb it,
back,
so you don't come right
I'm
away.
like the horniest man alive. So be prepared to be fucked for 1 second.
I got you.
We got 3.
Yeah.
Can't release your privileged information.
Right.
Because here,
Your white privilege information.
I didn't think they could do it here either, really.
if somebody says the laws changed with the Menendez brothers.
Oh,
The
so...
Menendez brothers told them that they killed their parents, but
Hispanics.
the doctor wasn't able to.
I killed my parents.
You really want to
You
compare?
kill your parents, I killed my parents.
You really want to compare the difference between when white people snap and Latino snap?
Well,
Love to do
You
that.
guys tried to kill 700
recent
people.
history.
What do you mean recent?
let's not go into recent history.
Oh, really?
You know.
from
No, Las
September
Vegas
10th
has had years of
September
everyone just
12th
having a lot of fun.
in
If you're
2001.
gonna go with murder, Stalin.
The guy that tried to shoot
Right,
everybody
yeah,
at the
yeah.
park.
He wins.
Right? That's a white guy.
You know,
The guy that tried
Pancho
to shoot
Villa,
Everybody in Vegas.
he was no
That's a white
joy.
guy.
Mass shooters are not disproportionately white. That's a myth.
They are. Yes, they are. You guys are
That's myth two
crazy. It's
from
not a
Carlos.
myth. It
People who
is
shoot
not
you
a
in
myth.
mass.
It is you guys.
Yes.
You guys are crazy. Everybody snaps, but
We're
you
the
guys
majority of
hold
the
in too
population,
much.
and we are disproportionately not mass shooters.
You are mass shooters. Period. End of story. You
go.
can make it about per capita.
Yeah, I do want to make it about per capita. I think that's a pretty relevant detail.
Okay, when you can if you want, but at the end of the day, there's still way more serial killers of yours than ours.
Yeah, a lot of people in Japan who commit murder tend to be
Well,
Japanese.
the hand can be
Yeah, they
used
are
like a knife.
Japanese, but there's a lot of non-whites here.
If you're going to go to the in between,
Even in
20% of the
Japanese.
population.
Even in California, where you
20%.
guys are the plurality, not
Muslims
the majority.
are 1%.
You're bringing World War II into
Yeah,
this
yeah,
because
he's gonna bring-
look,
you're still
white people.
disproportionately
Yeah.
killing. I mean, mass murders over there. Yes, yes.
I don't get why comedians get into math. You guys are funny.
I have a degree in
joke.
electrical
Yeah, what?
engineering.
let's get into math.
I love math.
math is better than
Well,
math.
the
Crystal math.
I love
the
math.
situation is
Crystal math
that we
is-
are not disproportionately
I'm into crystal math.
committing mass shootings, and we're not disproportionately
Well,
anything.
and by the way, when you snap harder. Period. End of story.
How about
No,
MTV Snaps with Nick
is that
Cannon?
true? You can't accept that?
No, I can't accept that.
Okay, from Jeffrey Dahmer all the way to this last fucker, when you guys
You're
snap,
going back half a century now.
it doesn't matter. When white
Previous-
guys snap,
We had
you
Las
try to
Vegas was
shoot
50.
everybody.
Orlando was 49. We had an Arab doing that.
Yeah, well, that's terrorist shit. That's different, right?
Okay, let's isolate that.
What about MS?
Genocide and terrorism. Let's put that aside.
Yeah, put that aside.
How about MS? How about the Mexicans murdering blacks in
Yes.
South Central LA?
Yeah, murdering
Just-
each other too.
Focusing on blacks because of ethnic genocide, because they want to kill blacks.
First of all, that guy got off on
Yes, that happens.
justifiable genocide.
Yeah.
That seems to me to be a uniquely Hispanic phenomenon.
Yeah, but that happens because when those Hispanics moved into predominantly black neighborhoods, the African Americans were shooting at the Mexicans.
Oh
As a matter
shit!
of fact, if you want to talk about it, when people from Central America get on el tren de la muerte,
Oh,
the
shit.
MS-13 and Calle Ocho, they actually shoot the people off the trains because they're not Mexican.
Whoa!
The shit is real. It happens
Wow,
everywhere.
It sounds like we should build
What?
a wall.
You guys are the only ones eating people. You guys are the only ones trying to
Jeffrey
kill
Dahmer, by the
everybody.
way, I've spoken to him about this, and he is very
Recently,
scared
'cause he's fucking
about
dead.
being called a racist.
That's
I swear to God,
that's top priority. And
he is.
We should have a show, by the way.
He said, please make sure when you're doing this documentary, we're working on a documentary about him. He said, please make sure when you do this documentary that you make it clear I wasn't a racist.
this was
I was
Vice.
eating, yes, I was
back in the day?
eating black people because they were in my vicinity, because I lived in a poor neighborhood. I'm not racist.
He moved there
Everyone
on
knows
purpose.
they're the most tender.
What the
He
fuck?
moved
We're in a society
was
that is so scared of being racist.
No, it was racist.
Cannibals.
This is racist.
No, it was racist. Were the two cops who brought the Asian kid back to him?
That was racist.
They were racist.
No
They were
shit.
racist as fuck.
That's the worst. That's the creepiest.
Easy.
That is
Rolling Stone.
Yeah, get back with your boyfriend. You
That is
fucking.
he had blood coming out of his anus.
All right. You
handcuff.
don't have to sexy the
That could
story
be a
up.
Thursday.
Right now, I'm making it like
It's sexy enough.
It's sounding good.
Blood coming out of his anus
gave
are
him
playing at
back.
Mercury Lounge on Thursday if you guys want to go. I know the basis.
What's that?
Blood coming out of his anus are playing at Mercury Lounge.
Oh, I love that.
jazz band?
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to do this joke one more time.
Yeah. Go ahead. Artie?
Very fast jazz.
Artie Lang. Yes,
I'm
Artie.
gonna try to do this joke one more time.
Okay.
I bet Gavin knows more illegal aliens than you do. He's got a big lawn.
Tom from Philly. Tom from the great city of Philadelphia.
You called me a fat fag once?
Yeah.
Let's go with the odds.
Wait, isn't Philadelphia the place where they sell? Oh yeah, it's where they sell the cheesecakes, and they had that sign that said only order in English, no ordering in Spanish.
Oh, right.
Philly the place?
Stopped, he took that sign away, though.
did?
Yeah, the cheesesteak guy.
Oh.
He made it bigger.
Yeah.
I thought it was hysterical, by the way.
Tom, are you there?
Of course I am.
right.
I called you a fat bag way more than one time.
Thank you.
Wow.
Jeez.
Taps to be right.
What?
All right, hey, Uhuru. I
Uhuru.
wanted to, thank you. Proud of your boy. Anthony, I wanted to throw my hat in the ring. This Bill Schultz show is fun and everything, but you obviously need a Proud Boys morning show. So I just
Really?
like to,
So
submit my
Bill has to join the
resume.
Proud Boys. apparently.
I've noticed this, by the way, with people. Like they go, I want to do what you're doing, and then they get the microphone and they do the shittiest job.
They just have nothing. That happens a
I've
lot.
had guys callers like this where I go, you know what? Come on
in. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Come in there.
Hi, what's going on?
How are you doing?
Oh my God! If my cousin could see this right now, he'd be freaking out.
that's like anyone could be a stand-up too.
I had cereal this morning. What?
Hi guys, nigger.
All right, now he's ripping off my show.
I think you've succeeded in doing what I'm doing.
Tom, did you want to ask Gavin something?
Yeah, Gavin, I appreciate the Proud Boys girls now. Are you going to officially indoctrinate Carlos there and ask him to get beat in?
Yes, Carlos is going to be becoming a member of our fraternal men's organization called
Perfect.
the
What do we do?
Proud Boys.
Proud Boys.
Nice.
We just dance around and talk about how the West is the best.
Perfect.
Yeah. And
Perfect. I agree 100%.
you, Gavin, you were having an issue a while ago about being tied in with a lot of these right-wing, really crazy Nazi types, and you had to separate yourself from that.
If you are to the right of center, you constantly have to weed out Nazis. It's like having a garden.
Are the Nazis the weeds of the right?
Nazis are the weeds. And, William F. Buckley had to do this in National Review. If you turn around and you're just like, hi, honey, can we go out for dinner? And you come back and everyone's Sieg Heiling in the garden.
Yeah.
Talking about the Jews. And you're like, you have to go. You have to go.
You got to set up 2 lines. You got to set up
Right.
not skinheads, people with cancer.
And I'll happily do it. I'll weed out the Nazis every couple weeks. I'll go in there and say, no Nazis, no Nazis.
I can't stand
It
it.
also pisses me off that, like, I was doing an interview with NPR the other day, and she goes, you're blah, 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 Nazi, blah, blah, blah. And I go, what's your evidence? And she goes, someone who purports to know your group clicked on a white power site on Facebook. And I go, does anyone else have to stand up to this kind of scrutiny? Like a Muslim can
Nazis.
fucking
wait.
stick on a piece of
I have,
dynamite.
bro. I have.
Carlos
For
does.
10 fucking years I have.
That's true. Joke stealing.
Yes.
And white supremacy.
Motherfucker, I know people that actually stole shit, went to jail, got out,
Yeah.
and fucking are living a less fucking
OJ.
life than me for fucking jokes.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
A less scrutinized life than me. Yes.
That's a great point.
Yes, bro.
I know what he's talking about. I
Yeah.
don't know.
OJ's out, and he just did a little practical joke.
Yeah.
That's all he did.
He killed,
chick's head off.
killed 2
that's funny.
people.
I know. That's stealing from a lot of Mexicans.
That was like half my family's idea.
By the way, I'm not going on Father O'Malley's trip to Honduras.
Don't, bro, don't.
I won't. Don't.
But you repudiate it. When you're the president and you say there's some nice people at a Nazi rally, it just
No.
was.
the optics of that shit.
He
was
said that
just
there were some
fucking
nice
bad.
people there. Like some people just were like, "Hey, I have an opinion about these statues. I'm not with the Nazis."
I don't.
And
I
then
don't
there's
think that
other
those people were there that night. Though.
No, there
Were
had to
there
be
that
some.
night? I don't think so.
there
Because
were.
I think
There
that
was.
if you were there,
Just like the other side that wanted to fight with Nazis were there were also people that were against the statue that were nice people also. But
Yeah.
they
I don't
both
think
sides
that
were
they were there, though.
They
overshadowed.
were just there. They were there for
the
the.
next day they were.
Odds dictate there had to be a
There were 10
couple.
people. But also, if the president said, these people are evil, we got Nazis to deal with, we got to kill these Nazis, they're bad news, you would have seen people getting murdered
Yeah.
on the streets. He prevented a race war by saying that.
That's true.
Like after
Damn
Braveheart
it.
played, English kids in Scotland were getting the crap beat out of them.
As well, they should.
I was there.
In
Well,
Scottish
they were,
schools.
but they were fucking the girlfriends of the other students.
I was there to. I was
They're fucking the Scottish girls. Yeah,
Everyone was so
Yes,
mad
Artie
after
Lange.
Charlottesville that he stopped random beatings on people who were thought to be Nazis.
I was there to get my.
Added some ambiguity.
Come on. Artie Lang, yes.
I was there to get my copy of Mein Kampf signed. And so, yeah, I was very. Yeah.
The porno version?
Mein Cunt.
according to the internet, I'm German, so I should have been there, but I didn't get
Oh,
the
that's
fucking
right.
invitation.
You're not even Hispanic.
That's another.
German. I don't know where that came from.
Get in the Jews. Get in the oven, you Jews. I'm gonna kill all the Jews.
Oh, that was my joke. Fuck you, Artie.
Sample that. Get it out there on the internet.
Oh, shut up. I'm getting a Jew. Get on the train, Loco Stein.
Wow.
Come on, Goldberg. Get on the train.
Put him in again. Refried Jew.
Yeah, the train's air conditioned.
Oh, fuck. What I find from the political spectrum is everybody's turned into a little bitch.
Political.
Well, yeah.
Everybody on the left, everybody on the
Nobody
right.
in this room.
The only voices that we listen to are the crazy extreme voices on the right or the left. The sane human beings are we're just
Here's a show, The Voice.
falling through the cracks.
I just know we are coming up on the 1-year anniversary of the longest fucking temper tantrum I have ever seen by people that aren't happy they lost the election.
Like a drunk chick. You know when a chick is at a bar drunk?
But it's
kind of funny.
Yeah.
She's super mad, and you go, however.
right.
There is, she could
At some point, I do want to stick my dick in you. Just stop crying.
kind of scared of her. You're like, all right, calm down, Jen, calm down. You know what? We're partying. We're partying. And then
name,
And my buddies just go, that's a
ex-wife.
blowjob waiting to happen.
you got a problem. And then you go, oh, fuck, Jen's mad at me now. And then
Yeah.
it's just like,
Yeah.
and you realize that the left
Agonize.
is a apoplectic drunk chick that wants to
been a
kill
year
you.
long. Thank God Eminem
It's-
set it straight.
Maybe it's because I see it from the middle,
Very
but
happy.
that's what I saw for 8 years of fucking Obama. That's what I saw for 8 years of fucking Clinton.
People, I think people.
I was always a
Stealing
president
this
half
joke
white
from
kinda
Kevin
guy.
James.